So what can I say except that downsizing certainly has its challenges. We are currently, which is very exciting, marking out our layout. Looks like a tennis court. So getting the tape down. Oh look, we've got our toilet in. That's not installed. We're just going for size. Putting the tape down makes it a little bit more of a reality, and that it can actually work.
Washing the dishes.
Yeah, where every good woman should be. No.
Hey, shut up.
No, joking.
Fridge.
Fridge.
Beds.
Bunks. Bathroom. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but it's actually going to be a really decent sized bathroom for such a small bus. So, and we're going to have our cooker and our sink and cupboards and shelves. Cindy's a fridge at the moment. Be a fridge. Very good. We're going to have some cupboard up here, and hopefully we'll have a little fireplace here, and over here will be my couch.
It's so funny.
I know. Rightio, bit puffed. Just been cutting lots of wood. We're going to get our walls up today. Here's the first piece. The thing is, with putting the wall up on this side, at the end here, we've got nothing to screw the end of our wall to. Here we've got battens in between, but there's nothing at the end. So I've just made up this really rough piece, and I've just cut a groove along the edge there because we've got rivets all the way up in the corner, and that will just fit. Don't look at the fact that I've actually cut it too short, but that will just, I'll attach that into here, and then we've got another batten to screw the end of our wall onto, or the skin of our wall, which will all make sense once it's in. So what we're going to do for the walls is we've cut out big sheets for where there's no windows, and we're going to insulate behind that. We've put our damp proof paper on so the steel doesn't cause moisture on the ply when it's wet or cold days. And then what I'm going to do is cut a section from the bottom up to go around the window and just place that on for each window section, because I'm going to be building a framing around the window with a nice little windowsill. I don't know how many of those I have to make, because in reality the kitchen's going to be here, but maybe on this side. So that's the cunning plan. Whether it works or not is another story, but we'll have to give it a go anyway. And once the walls are in, we can hopefully start building some cabinets. We do want to paint our roof, and we're foolishly leaving that to the end. However, I will say that the roof comes down in sections, so what we might do yet is just unscrew these, take each section out, and then we can take the roof out of the bus to paint it, because I'd like to make these a nice dark wood, because I think we're going with a white roof, and so I'd like to get these back to a nice dark wood, or replace them with some nice dark wood, because I think it'd be a nice contrast between the floor and the roof. So, hey?
They should have done the drawing on the other side.
Yeah, I know. So I very nervously cut the wall piece for the window, knowing how crooked my lines have been lately. I was like, there's no way I'm going to pull this off. But I'm very excited to say that it fits like a glove. So that's just our frame, our wall that will go around the window. So I've just cut that out of the ply, and then we're going to line up the sides across here, put some nice beading around the edge. Can't really see anything because of the camera going dark. And then a windowsill across here that'll sit out. So that's the cutting plan. So I'm kind of hoping I can use this one as a template for the rest, because by rights they should all be the same size. So we'll see how we go. Right, definitely time for a break. It's really hot today, but my brain, I think, has hit its limit. The downside of having a stroke is you can do so much and then you're absolutely knackered, wasted, exhausted, tired, because I was just cutting the template for the next window along here, and I knew that I had to add an extra 20mm to run down the side of the door, and I could have sworn I had measured 20mm all the way, and I'm like, why is my line so crooked? And about a third of the way along I'd started measuring at 25, even though my brain was still telling me that I was marking it at 20. So that's just one of those funny, quirky little things that my brain does these days. I know that's when I'm getting tired, it does it quite often, that one. It's not the first time, so yeah, so time for a break and then see if we can get a bit more done later on today. Cool.
Hi. So we have this tool that we're going to put in our new bus. And then we've got this lid and this lid. We need the instructions. And where is it? And we might need these. So yeah. Oh, I don't know when we're gonna build it. Like put it actually out. And anyways, if I shut this lid, I sit on it and I get stuck.
So we've got one length of our wall up, which is very exciting, and Cindy is now applying the stain. So it's just a slightly lighter, it looks probably dark in the camera, if we can get close enough. So we'll put our trim all around that once it's all done, but it's just a bit lighter than our floor stain. So yeah, hopefully it'll look good. If not,
Too bad.
it'll probably get painted. So what are you doing today, Cindy?
I'm gonna tint the windows.
Woohoo!
Yay. It's a little bit daunting because I've done window tinting a couple of times and it hasn't turned out awesome. So what I learned is that you've got to clean the windows really super good before you put it on, otherwise it's just all over. So I'm going to try and clean the windows about 10 times before we put the stuff on. So I'm definitely not a professional at tinting windows, but the general gist is that I'm going to spray, I've cleaned the window as good as I possibly can. I'm going to spray it with heaps of soapy water, and I'm also going to spray the tint with the soapy water and then kind of get it in the right place, and it should be able to move around with all the water. And then once I've got it right, squeegee the water out and it should suck onto the window. Hopefully, that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes.
I can't see you. You out there, eh? Yay! Non-tint, tint. Non-tint, tint. Yeah! We've got about 1 week to get our bus finished, because it looks like at this stage that we've sold our other bus, and I think the people are coming to pick it up
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, so it's literally Is that a week away?
Pretty much.
We're going to get this bus finished in a week, or we are homeless for Christmas. I think Ziva was running around telling everyone, we're homeless for Christmas. Donations, please. Anyway,